Hey guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to another episode of Cards and Castles. At the time of recording, I'm actually not sure what type of combination video this is, because on the one side, this combination is out there, people know about it, and it's partially played, but on the other side, it's got some elements that you kind of just don't see often in these decks. So you probably see the title anyway. It's going to be one or the other, but at the moment it is a combination. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the deck list I'm going to show you guys today. So here is the deck list for Discount Companions, is what I'm going to try and call this. I mean, personally, I actually haven't given this deck a solid name. I mean, its main aspect is the Companion, so it's probably right to include Companion in the name. But the kind of reason that you don't see at least this version of the deck played too much is because I'm carrying the Elvish Hunter, as you can see on your screen. And if I can just scroll over to it, the Forest Watcher. I keep wanting to call this Titan, but it's not a Titan. It's the Forest Watcher, which, you know, they are solid companion supports, but I mean, the Hunter is a 2/2, very easily burnable, and the Forest Watcher is a heavy investment at 5 gold, so it's kind of the reasons why you don't see at least those two being run. But I did want to kind of experiment with the Forest Watcher a little bit. I think, actually, I've had this deck for a little bit, and I was inspired to make it when I saw another user successfully run a you know, sort of a modified version of this deck, or at least his version of the deck. It's not exactly the same, but he ran his version of a Discount Companion deck, and it did fairly well. So I wanted to try and, you know, see it for myself, try it out for myself, because I hadn't really used Forest Watcher up until that point. So this gave me a good opportunity to do so. So with that being said, of course, the main point of the deck is going to be to have Elvish Hunter out and being able to just abuse her companion discount for cheap things like spiny damage at 1 gold. What's the discount at? 2 less? Yeah. So 1 drop spiny, 2 drop centaurs, 3 drop forest watchers, etc., etc. Now, normally you probably mostly see this type of playstyle mixed in with the ninjas, obviously, because of the ninja bounce, and the discount can be played again, meaning those companions can be respawned and whatnot, and it creates just this infinite loop of companions. And that is a viable option, but I just ran pirates, at least in this case, because I find that there's a lot more cards in the pirates that might be more useful to me. Cards like Southport Captain I'm running, the Dwarven Scope, Mugging, Hovel, things that just kind of, when you throw it with this combination, when you throw it together with a discount, it's a pretty interesting deck. I mean, you're not solely relying on the companion bounce to win your games. You do have other aspects of the deck that can help you win, i.e. the Scoped Fenrir. The call for aids aren't really pirate thing, but the Captain Ramp into maybe early companions or early Minotaur. I mean, the pirate support just makes us a more reliable and consistent deck, in my opinion. So in terms of what else we're running in the deck, though, you guys can probably see that there are a couple of interesting card choices. I've already kind of explained the whole companions and hunter portion of the deck. So let's go ahead and start, I guess, from the beginning then. I'm just going to go ahead and get the good stuff out of the way, though. Cards like Lumberjack, Guard, Scope, Blacksmith, Armory, they don't really need an explanation per se. Additionally, cards like Flux are understandable in this deck, as well as Minotaur to provide that extra beef that you kind of see in a lot of different decks nowadays. So, or if you want to be experimental, 3 Call for Aid and 2 Minotaurs, you can even try that out. I know I've been kind of meaning to do that myself for a little bit, just to see how it works out. So something I have to kind of try out. But there are, a couple choices that you might not immediately have jumped onto yourself. So I'm going to kind of give my reasoning as to why I kind of chose the cards that I did. So I guess starting out with, because I mean you guys could probably already assume why the Rage is in here as well. So I'm going to go with the Cultist as, you know, my first oddball choice. Honestly, Cultist, I've seen run in a couple of decks from some fellow Discorders, and I've been meaning to try him out as well, because he's not really bad at a 2-3 range unit. He definitely provides a little early threat to your opponent, not being able to really push without, if they, if they want to sack the unit, it's going to go right into the Cultist, and meanwhile the Cultist is ready and waiting at any time to kind of push up and put some extra pressure on, because no one really wants to deal with range units per se. So trying him out at 2 though, because I don't want to go all in on him. So, but that's kind of his reasoning for being in here. And then I think something else that okay, card number 2 is going to be Horseman that I don't think people are going to jump on. Uh, Aside from the mercenary execution and mugging, this deck doesn't really have a way to directly deal damage unless companions, you count those as hand damage. Then of course you got them scattered throughout all the deck. But Horseman just provides a little extra initiative damage that I think the deck somewhat needs. Honestly, I've been very experimental with that spot as well. I don't really have a solid choice. I mean, if you want more beef in the deck, obviously there's Barbarian at your disposal, there's Bear in here as well, but I just think that little extra damage might be a bit crucial to have, just because Mercenary Execution and Mugging aren't necessarily the best removal in the world. So Headless comes in as sort of like the extra damage that you might need, or hell, if you're even lucky enough, you could possibly end games with Horseman, if the damage is right. So Horseman kind of in there. Again, a bit more experimental than some of the other cards in this deck. Then finally, Mercenary Execution, which I know a lot of people don't necessarily like to have in decks. They find it quite expensive to carry, and it really only removes a unit. But again, going back to the whole, there's not a lot of hand damage or hand removal in this deck. Mercenary Execution kind of, again, covers my ass a little bit with that. It keeps me, not having to worry about units that kind of get big and nasty. Obviously, it can't stop things like Kraxus or Dramoth, but I do like to carry it just to feel a bit more safe in this deck. If there's like a big ass range unit that I have to remove and I can't reach it, perfect target for Mercenary Execution. So, with that being said, I think that pretty much covers all of the pieces of the deck. So let's go ahead and jump right into the gameplay and show you guys what this deck is capable of. Alright, so for opening hand here, we do have a lot of expensive cards. Fenrir, Call for Aid. Okay, this is a little bit better. We do have the Southport Captain, so that's somewhat better. And a Minotaur to coin in, or into, excuse me, if possible. Questing Knight. Alright, let's go ahead and get a captain ready now. I know it's not going to coin out into the Minotaur exactly. We do need some sort of defense here, and I don't want to let this 3 hit. So, of course, he's going to trade with me. That's fine. Scout. Alright, you know what? Here. We'll see if I can trade another captain into it. We'll see. We'll see. He doesn't have any ramps so far, and I can't really tell what this deck is based off of. Ooh. Alright, that was good. That was good. Alright. I'm kinda nervous. He might get some extreme value. If he has a lightning blade right now, that's gonna be some great value for him. He's probably gonna try and lumberjack into it, or some kind of buff. Shit. Still got me. No. That's unusual, but okay. Alright then. Because now I can do this without dying from the bleed. And take 6 off his castle. So even though it is going to die, I think that was a good scope. Okay, Lumberjack's going to do that. Ooh, sea bitch. Don't like that. Alright, so we're going to mug that. Where is this damage going? I'll take that. Because then we can spawny it next turn. Alright, so overall we're looking pretty good. I think we've somewhat stable. See, the problem with this deck... Ooh. Ho ho ho, that's no good. I think we have to go for it. Yeah, we kind of have to go for it. And then boom, the Forest Watcher gets rid of that Sea Witch. Alright. Uh, we have the call for aid, so I guess we can use that in the coming turn. But let's see how he deals with this. Okay, so Titan Watcher goes Lumberjack's and take out the Spiny. And now how are you going to deal with the Horseman? Do you trade the Blacksmith, or do you... You have to trade the Blacksmith then. Oh. He's going to keep it. Alright, alright. They're interesting means, but he still technically keeps it. Can he get us here? I don't know, I'm about to find out. That sharpshooter can't reach, I think. Unless he scopes it. Damn it. Still gonna reach us there, though. And a cannoneer. Alright. Really putting the pressure on us. Ah. Yeah, we gotta do that. Alright, so that's why we carry Fenrir in the deck. I'm sorry if I have like a low commentary right now on this matchup, but I'm kind of really focused in right now. Because this is not like the happy situation I like to be in with this kind of deck. So... Alright, let's see what he does. Because right now, those range units are big, big threats. But I don't know what he's going to really do about... See, because that also... Yeah, that's the play. Let's threaten both of them here. Threaten all the range units. You can only kill one. You can only, well, one of the rangers, excuse me. The question is, what does he want to keep, the cannoneer or the sharpshooter? His sharpshooter, I think, is gonna. It's gone though. He has to admit though that's gone. There's nothing he can do to save himself right now. He can't. He can't get the armory. He can't lunge out at me. It's got it. He's got to take out. All right, he's doing that, huh? Damn. See, and then this is what I would carry Forest Watcher for, but I don't know if I can draw another one. Ooh. Alright, there we go. This should put some good pressure onto him, I think. Oh, that cannon, you're gonna go for an OTK? No. Oh, Mordock. Most pain in the ass card around. See, now, at this point, where we can come back is through a companion rush. But I don't know what we're going to draw here. Blacksmith, Horseman. Oh, that's a target. That is a target. Alright, we have to do that. I'm hoping he doesn't get rid of this top ranger, because that him up there is going to be crucial to how we end up coming back. Oh! That was a... If that went onto the cannoneer, that would have been... Ugh. Would have been not so glorious. Where's that cannoneer going, buddy? It's fine with me. Alright, now's as good a time as any to draw some companions. Alright, that actually works too. Alright, so, a bit of a closer match than I would want, but that is how... We did see the companions come into play here, you know, in that beginning matchup here, taking out the sea bitch and really help us. Because if we kept that sea witch alive, this would be a much different scenario. But I think that matchup turned out pretty well. Honestly, I wasn't thinking of how I was going to get out of there if I didn't draw the scope. But overall, I think the deck kind of speaks for itself on how it can come back. Because, I mean, listen, that was not... I keep saying it over and over again, but that was a scary matchup for us. So, yeah, that was a good thing we got out of that one. Whew. Alright. I think this is a good hand to keep. We'll keep this for our second match. Going up against Druid Ninja, huh? Alright. Colors you don't see too often, but let's see if our friend here can make it work with the Sushi Shack. Whew. Talk about card you don't see often. Sushi Shack. It's quite the interesting card, I'm not going to lie, but can he get a unit out to utilize it is the question. Take that as a no. Take that as a solid no. Alright, so let's get a couple of units moving in on face here. I don't know what this guy's got for us, but gotta be something. That was not something. That's a Ramrus, but Ramrus isn't gonna do... Ooh. Never mind, there's a Vanishing Strike. Surprisingly. I guess you see something new every day. Alright, let's go ahead and do this then. Position a Centaur back here to chip away at his castle a bit. But overall our hand isn't looking super strong. I've got the Headless, but that's about it. Speaking of Headless, wow, okay. Alrighty. Love it. You gotta love it when the Headless RNG works out for other people, but then it doesn't work out for you and you're just sat there flabbergasted. Alright, another Headless there. Got our Armory for our troubles, but I think this is just a Headless bounce then. Which if it is, we've successfully gotten rid of one of the Headlesses. Headless Eye? I think that's how I say it, right? Headless Eye. Wow, alright. Talk about a lot of units. Yeah, we'll take out the Ramrus, because the Ramrus can actually threaten face. We can trade the Hassan with the Blacksmith if we need to. Or maybe even scope the Blacksmith and just make some memes. Another Throne. We're going to see a bounce. We're going to see Shifting Technique. The question is, are we going to see... No, no bounce. Alright, so we're going to have to do this, just because I don't want that guy getting any extra cards to his hand. There we go. I mean, I think we're decently set for the rest of the game, right? Taking out the... Ooh. That's a Gromok. Yeah, I think I do. I think I just want to get rid of that. So we carry the rest of that's why we carry the Mercenary Execution. I think that was a bit oof. And then for the finale here, we'll just rush down to Rangers. I think that's going to be a game, because there's nothing he can really do to counter two 9/9s coming at him, especially in those colors. Unless we're going to see some... Ooh, Leanna. I was wrong. We can see something. Alright, alright. I respect that. I throw some respect on that. Alright, so... let's do this. We can also do that. Execution, the Trent, and that's going to seal away the game. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. 40 XP, level 65. Nice. Yeah. I think that was kind of a straightforward match. I think the problem with this deck is that you can see by that hand that I think the gold curve is at least somewhat off with it. I do need to take a look and see if it's, and if I could fix it in any way. But you can see by the hand that we had, things don't go out perfectly. So I think there might be that slight error. But overall, it's a great deck if you guys want to try it. I do recommend you do that. And if you want to see more gameplay, of course, go ahead and click on a link below to a video that I did yesterday, or the video that I posted yesterday, which has more of this deck in action if you want to see it. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy this combo deck, still have no idea what I'm going to call it. Again, you'll probably figure that out by the time the title comes around. But regardless, if you enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and comment down below your thoughts on this discount companion deck. Let me know if you guys would change anything or whatnot. Again, feel free to leave that all in the comment section below. So, with that being said, if you haven't already done so as well, be sure to hit that subscribe button, help show your support to the channel, and help us grow, all by clicking that subscribe button and know what it should cost you. And with that being said, that's all from me for now. So until next time, guys, stay gaming.